Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on Daddler again. So what we got going today is I'm going to be replacing the drive cogs on the rear drive shaft. So getting the drive shaft off of these sleds is actually pretty easy. Let me show you how to do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is loosen off these two nuts right here. Now I'm going to loosen off these corresponding nuts on the other side of the sled. Okay, with that done, next thing you're going to want to do this is the track tensioner system down here. So what you're going to want to do is loosen out this bolt as far as you can to take tension off the track. Now it's the same thing on this other side. Got to loosen the tension off the track with this bolt here. Once all the tension is taken off, you're going to want to come down here and get these springs out of their holders. Let me see if I can show you what that looks like. That's the spring holder right there. And you gotta push the spring back and move it over to the side to slide it out of there. So let's do that really quick. So I'm just gonna be fishing my hand under there and pushing the spring. Okay, those springs are unhooked. Next thing, I'm gonna take these nuts off the end here. Okay, the spring is out of there now. We can pull it off and set it aside for the moment. Now again, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, this spring is off. Okay, so now we're going to need to finish taking these bolts out the rest of the way on both sides, and then we should be able to get the drive shaft out of there. So we got the drive shaft mount out. Let's go and do the other side. Now if it's loose, you can also take this off, and in this case this thing was loose. They won't always be loose. Sometimes you need to pull these off with a bearing puller or something. But in this case it was loose, so I pulled it out of there. I'm going to tip the sled on its side so I have an easier time pulling it out of there and I can show it to you guys better. Alright, the sled is resting on the running boards. Ooh, you can see there's a lot of gravel in here. This pulled the sled back because the engine died out in the woods, and I pulled it across the gravel, and clearly more gravel got in there than I realized. Oh well, I'll deal with that later. Right now we got a free drive shaft. Semi-free. Alright, so here's the drive shaft. Now this drive shaft actually originally came out of a different sled. It came out of an older Daddler, model 5816. So it fit in this sled, and I used it because I knew these cogs were good and would interface with the track properly. But now it's time to replace the drive cogs on the original rear shaft for that sled. So I'm going to set this one aside, and eventually it's going to go back in the other sled. That'll probably be a video on the channel too. But for now, let's get the drive cogs swapped on the other one. Okay, it looks like I'm going to get to try out my new bearing puller tool. So I'm going to slip this on here. So because this shaft has a hole in it, I inserted a bolt into the hole and using the head of the bolt to stop the pushing part of the puller. That way I can hopefully just pop this bearing right off pretty easily. We'll see in a minute how easy it comes off. Well, there, it worked. It's the first time I've had a chance to use this bearing puller, and it worked just fine. I just had to get it set up right, which took a few takes there, but yeah, glad it works. Well, the next thing to do is pull out all these bolts holding drive cogs in. This one apparently was loose already, which isn't a great sign, but I'm going to go around, take all these out. Okay, when I first took this apart a few years ago, this collar was stuck on the shaft here. It didn't want to come off at all. It took a long time to get them off, and in the end, the ones that I removed were pretty much ruined, and I had to replace them. So it's possible when doing this job that it'll be hard to get these off, and something that can help a lot is heating them up before trying to take them off if they are stuck. Heat them up real good with a torch. You can hit them with penetrating oil. You can even melt wax into there when it's hot, and those things will help it slide out. Okay, so that one's off. I'm going to get the other one now. Okay, that one came off too. Okay, here's the replacement sprockets. Now generally you'd use the black rubber sprockets on the rear drive shaft, but I'm not going to do that today because those black rubber ones are easy to over torque. And if you over torque the bolts in them, it can cause them to squeeze out and expand, and then they won't run in the track anymore. So I'm using the hard drive cogs. I think those work better. And really putting them back on there is just reverse order of installation. It's no different process. It's not a very hard job. Just put the sprocket on, then slide the collar on there, and then put all the bolts through it. Alright, time to get this back in there. Now I'll point out that I tapped these bearings back on just with a hammer. Put a socket on there that fit the inside race of the bearing. Just tapped it on there with a hammer. It was easy enough to do. So, to get this reinstalled in the track, I'm just going to start by sliding it in. Okay, which should be starting with this. Alright, so I got this one bolt started in here, and you can see the drive shaft is pretty well cockeyed right now. That's because it's pulling a little tension on one side and not the other. So this is kind of the hard part of the process. It's getting the drive shaft in there, and generally you have to put a little bit of tension on the track to get everything started, which isn't easy. Alright, now I'm going to put an even amount of tension on this side that I put on the other side. Then I can torque down all 4 mount bolts. And there you have it. The drive shaft is back in, it's tensioned up, and this sled should be good to go for a little while longer. I would appreciate it if you'd like, comment, or subscribe. Tell me if you like what I did or if you think I did something wrong. Give me constructive feedback. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I'll have a little footage of this thing running around soon.